So today we are going to read another story from storyweaver.org.in and the title of today's story is
सुनाई दे रहा है क्या?
हाँ बेटा
सुनाई दे रहा है?
हाँ जी सुन रहा है.
ठीक है, ओके.
The title of today's story is The Quirquincho and Fox, a folk tale from Argentina. Quirquincho. I hope that's correct. I don't know. And the author is Vidyamani and the illustrator is Gray Stroke. It's a level 3 story, so there will be a lot of text.
Yes, that's what I was wondering. How can the author be a stock?
It's written there. Okay, so once upon a time, a fox and a quirquincho armadillo in Quechua, a language spoken by the Incas who originally inhabited the land. Okay, so it's actually an armadillo. And the word quirquincho is from the language Quechua. And they were both good friends. They spent a great deal of time together and had lots of fun. One day, the Quirquincho decided that he was not going to waste his time doing nothing and instead decided to do a spot of farming. He immediately set out to work and started to build a fence around a plot of land. So there were two of the friends, the fox and the armadillo. And the armadillo decided that he wants to do farming. So he built a fence, a boundary around to define his farm and started farming. His friend, the fox, was quite perplexed by his behavior, by Armadillo's, Quirquincho's behavior. He wondered why his best friend was working so hard instead of having some fun in the sun. Seeing the armadillo toiling away at the fence, the fox asked, "Why are you making the fence, best friend?" "To sow some crops and earn some money, fox," replied the Quirquincho. The fox was surprised by the answer. He started to suspect his best friend. Why did the Quirquincho wants to make money? Why does he need money? Was he trying to become richer and more famous than him? Did he want to earn a good name from the other animals and get all the attention? Now he's not able to think straight. He's getting all the wrong ideas. Soon, suspicions such as these got the better of the fox and he quickly made a cunning plan. You see, when we are not able to think good as somebody else's is, we start to get all the wrong ideas, right? So maybe sometimes instead of judging somebody else, we can try to think, okay, he must have some good in mind. So what could it be? Then it's easier to trust or at least accept. Since he had more money than the Quirquincho, he decided the best thing to do would be to join up with his friend, invest in the crops, make him work, make him do all the work and reap the benefits himself. So if you have money and if you invest, you can get some return out of it. So he made that plan and he went to talk to his friend again. This way he would not have to work too hard, but would still end up making more money than the Quirquincho. So he went to his sweating friend and said, "You must have used up all your money buying the land and putting up the fence. Why don't I give you the money to buy the seeds to sow, dear friend? Of course, if I am paying for the seeds, then I get to decide what part of the crop belongs to me. Fair is fair after all, isn't it?" The Quirquincho was a smart cookie too. He immediately saw through the fox's cunning plans. But he also knew that without the fox's money, there was no way he would be able to grow any crop. So he decided to agree for the moment. "Thank you, dear friend. What would I have done without you? All my efforts would have come to nothing if not for a friend like you. Aha, the silly fools falling for my plan, thought the fox gleefully, happily. Okay, friend, so you will do as I tell you to, right? So Armadillo was really out of money and he was happy to get some money from Fox. And he said, okay, let's see what he's thinking and then accordingly I can play along. Then this first time, so the fox is telling Armadillo what he wants because he is paying the money for the seed. He is saying whatever grows beneath the land will belong to you. He is thinking that he will keep the roots. The Armadillo will get only the roots and I will get the fruits or vegetable, whatever he will grow. And everything that grows above will belong to me, he said greedily. For a moment, the Querquencho was alarmed, but then he said to himself, I am not going to let him get away with this. I will teach that greedy fox a lesson. Bright and early the next morning, the Querquencho started to prepare the field for sowing. And guess what he decided to sow? Potatoes. So he agreed to Fox's idea, but he saw through his trick and then he got a good idea to beat the fox at his own game. When the crop was harvested, all the potatoes went to Armadillo, while all the fox got were the leaves. Not to be outdone easily, the fox said, this crop has been very bad for me. Next time you take what grows above and I will take everything that grows below. Again, he felt gleeful for having outwitted his friend. The clever Querquencho set out to work again. This time around, he tilted the land, watered it and planted wheat. Yet again, the crop was reaped. All the wheat came to the Querquencho and the fox only got the roots and the leaves because this time the fox wanted the thing that grows underground. So he got the roots. Now the fox was really angry. Each one of his attempts to get the better of Querquencho was proving to be disastrous. Instead, if he would have simply said, we will keep half each, there would have been no problem, right? But he tried to act smart. That Armadillo really is having his cake and eating it too. Does he think I'm going to let him get away this easily? My money is being spent and he's the one getting richer. I must teach him a lesson. So he thought hard and long for a few days. What should I do? What should I do? When he hit upon what he thought was a brilliant plan, he called Querquencho and said, friend, the last 2 crops have been no good for me. I have spent all my money but ended up with just leaves and roots which have no value. So it is only fair that when you sow the next crop, I get both what grows above and below the ground. And you can have everything that lies in between. Oh, so what is left then? What is left in between? If you take what is
Soil.
above the ground and below the ground?
Corn.
Yes. Accordingly, the Querquencho got the field ready for sowing. And what do you think he planted this time? He planted corn. The crafty fox had been outwitted again. When the crop was harvested, the Querquencho took all the corn that lay in between, while the greedy fox was left with mere roots and stalks. He got so angry with the Querquencho that he spat and fumed and swore never to work with him again. It doesn't matter however angry he gets now. As for the intelligent Querquencho, he now had enough money to buy his own seeds and did not need the fox's help ever again.
What is this?
Okay, what is this? Okay, we have made it volcano in the science class, right?
Seeds can be made